Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. In the last parts, I feel like I accomplished nothing. We walked around, gave the tour of Labyrinthos to Loporritz. We had Orianja had a heart-to-heart with Bada's parents. And we helped lug some crates around. Now we're here. Graha needs our help with something, so let's see what it is. In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Master Kakao wishes to be ready for to put the proverbial hammer to anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flame to Kakao's forge and to burn hotter, stimulating to increase the amount of ether being funneled into his furnaces. The flow of fire aspect of the ether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is the very part then. We'll see you in the Charlene Homeland once the adamantite arrives, if not before. This way then. Alright, off I go. Off I go. So we got about maybe 1 chunk of map left to unlock. Well, besides the big centerpiece right there. The reactor is housed in this facility. I'll be on the one to go inside and just fire. Ooh, a little bit of audio bug right there. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire ether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water aspect of ether will be issued from the vent at the top. I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would rather not be drawn into the reactor itself. Trust me. If I ask that you put down any of that draw too near, they'll pose you a little trouble, I'm sure. Sure. Wait here if you would. Okay. So what does the skill do before I do this? Places a healing blossom, okay, take it down to expand that one, it will heal itself and all party members when mentally on. The effect can be triggered once per second. Healing blossom dissipates all sand. Area establishment with additional healing effects. Okay. Alright. Let's try the skill out, shall we? This is a perfect opportunity to test it out. Alright, that's kind of cool, honestly. Yee, that's a long cooldown though. Alright. Did everything go smoothly out here? I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water ether appears to be venting properly. It was that Kakao will have seen the difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I share with everyone, yet you and only you have been to help us. What's up? As we've established, refined adamantite is a product of Alig, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Alligans' efforts to extend beyond the bounds of this world, Dalbot, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who push further, expand Alig's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Amon. Did he remember his life as Hermes? I believe he had his own reasons. There is no evidence to suggest that he would retain memories of his former life. He only joined the Ascians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls like minds have a personality, so to speak, a natural disposition towards which they are inclined? We know that with relative certainty there was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Allied that moved him on to resurrect Emperor Zonde. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those who they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness of their hearts. Facilitating Zonde's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mirror of their own indolence. Or would have, if had not Zonde been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with a new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning, and both of them sought that meaning, that hope in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment, and yet to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting. That much I do understand. But enough musing for now. Why don't we see how Coco is getting on? Alright. Again! That is not my sprint, that is not my mount button. My god. Oh, hello. What do you have here? Right in front of me. I don't really have to search for you. There should be only 2 left. Or no, it was 3. Should only be 3 left, because I've only gotten 2 so far in this area. Which I can get later, when I break for lunch and knock out those side quests. Oh, we got one last section to break to open up, and it'll be it right here. All right, now we just gotta get the big centerpiece, the big donut. There's one over here, by the way, before I go further. There is. Where? Northeast. I'm very close to it. Aha! I knew I heard it. So yeah, I should only have 2 left at this point. Yes. I can feel those flames ablazing from here. I'm glad you found someone capable, Graha, but there's not much left for you to lock to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. I wish. I truly trust you delivering your promise. I do, only I hate waiting. I want that adamantite and I want it now. We share your impatience, I assure you. There's sure nothing else we can assist with in the meantime. I wish. This sitting about is unbearable. Pity the form frowns on recreational explosions. Well, as long as they can't prove it was premeditated. Get you gone. I have mistakes to make. In that case, I suppose we should go and return the key to the reactor. One more look at and make sure that nothing has gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. I'm certain there are other better uses for your time, however. I will join you in the Chilean hamlet anon. Okay, I'm going back over there. Why travel when I could just teleport? Oh good, look at all the fucking side quests opened up. Jesus Christ. If you wait here, your companions will be bound to sooner or later. Got nothing else better to do, so let's wait.
あら、あなたも手が空いたのかしら。
こっちもやれそうな仕事は片付けてきたぞ。荷運びやら逃げた動物の捕獲やら役に立ったのかはわからんがな。
十分なんじゃない？ここに来て大きな仕事が残ってるようだったら、それはそれでまずそうだし。
いや、人の積み込みはともかく、箱舟そのものの準備は順調そうだったな。あとはエーテル宿退路さえどうにかなればって感じだ。
ああ、ここに集まってたのか。
レポリットたちへの相談もひとまず落ち着きました。話を聞いて安堵した様子の方もいれば、最後まで調整を続けると息巻いている方もおいででしたよ。リビングウェイたちもそれぞれの研究者に付き添いたいと言ってくれました。今しがた送り届けてきたところです。
さて、こうなるとエクスアダマントを待つばかりだが。
アルフィノ君聞こえる？こちらクルルよ。お待ちかねの品が届いたわ。至急みんなと一緒に地上に上がって港へ来て。
噂をすればだ。行ってみよ
う。Alright.
古篠様、お忙しいところ失礼します。緊急のご報告が。それがなんというか、地震の港が大変なことになっておりまして。
Uh-oh. What's going on? What's happening here?
すみません、ちょっと通ります。これを。
Oh. Oh, jeez. That's a lot. That's a lot. And there's s'mores in they're coming up from the boatloads too, it looks like it. Hey, look, is that the airship from the Stormblood raids?
だから困りますってば。許可もなくこんなに荷物を持ち込まれては。すごい。まさかこれ全部
Hey, look, it's my sky pirates.
なんじゃこりゃ。ここにいる全員あの海賊船も飛空艇も荷物を届けに来た連中だってのか。よう待たせたな。依頼の品きっちりお届けに上がったぜ。見た感じうちが一番大量だな。
そりゃグリダニアとウルダ派の分も預かってるからだろ。威張るなよな。
ああ、
負け惜しみか。つうかお前本当にダラハブ編まで行ったのかよ。
おお、入り口まで行ったぞ。あとはつてをたどってこういうお宝探索の専門家空賊たちに話を持って行ったりしたな。
ま、適材適所だな。あんなやべえ場所にボンクラ貴族を連れてってもおもりしきれねえし。
We still go well with each other.
何を
やるか。
負けるからやりません。皆さんご無沙汰しております。
ハンコック殿、そろばんまでどうして。
いや何、東方連合が集めた神器やアラグの巻、その他もろもろ心づけを代表してお持ちしたのです。例えばボズやレジスタンスが押収したアラグの遺物など、解放者殿ならば正しく役立ててくださるでしょうと快く提出してくださいましたよ。
おいらも神器のお届けに来たんだよ。博識の千里がおやつを求めてクガネに行った時、たまたまハンコックがその話をしてるのを聞いたそうでさ。霊泉神社のみんなで相談して秘蔵の神器天然の愛と鳳凰丸を貸すことにしたんだよ。けど特に朱雀と清流が心配しちゃってさ、渡すまでついてくるって言うから近場にいて信頼できる海賊衆に託そうとしたんだ。そしたらそこにハンコックもいてさ、よかったって思ったんだけど、清流が今度はちゃんと見届けるまで帰ってくるなって。
そういうのをもろもろ集めた結果かなりの量になりまして、加えて一刻も早くとのことでしたので、知人の素晴らしい船に乗せていただいた次第です。劇団マジェスティックの皆さんがあなたによろしくと、光の戦士の冒険譚に再び劇場艇が出てくるとは光栄だと喜んでおられましたよ。
しかしそれだけ多くの神器や巻を集めたとなると多額の費用がかかったのではないだろうか。
もしや後から請求されることを案じてますね。しかしご心配なく、東アルデナード商会としましてはロロリト会長の指示のもと、将来も見据えて悪くないようにやっておりますのでね。加えて暁からはすでに資金提供を受けております。それを使って揃えてきた品々ですから、正真正銘皆さんの戦利品です。
すでに資金提供？それは。
私をケチなだけの金庫番だとお思いでしたか？必要な時にはドドーンと投資する。そのために日頃の節制と内職があるのです。それだけではありません。今回は超強力なパトロンが力添えをしてくださいました。暁の設立当初、まだ資金の乏しい冬の時代、そんな頃からこっそり支援してくださったこのお方、
Oh.
アメリア
I mean, I guess it makes sense. She's been sending the money.
あら、私はあくまで中立よ。けれど、あなたが頑張って用意してくれている箱舟にもうちの金庫を乗せたりはできないでしょ。だったら開けてしまってもいいかなって。使えるうちに使ってこそのお金だもの。
しかしこれだけの短時間によく連携が取れたな。派遣団に参加していた連中以外にも随分広まってるようだが。
そこはほら、私にもつてがあるって言ったでしょ。
Oh, hello.
あなたがクルルと組んでたの？
オタクらとラビリンソスで別れた後、改めてこのお嬢ちゃんから手紙をもらったんだよ。暁が何を目的としてるか、それから世界中を飛び回ってるグリーナーの足と連絡網をいざって時には貸してほしいってな。俺らにシャーレアンを裏切るつもりはない。これまで命じられてきた収集が月へ知識を運び出すためだったってのもまあいい。だがな、俺らは自分で集めたからこそ知ってるんだ。この星にはまだまだ道がたくさんあるってことを。だから終末と抗う道を探してる暁に手を貸した。もっとも人使いの荒さにかけてはオタクらと同じくらいだったけどな。てなわけでグリーナーズギルドシップが総力を挙げて連れてきたぜ。これが最後の助っ人たちだ。
Oh, hello. Oh, hey! Alpha's here too.
よう、宇宙を行く船を作っ
That's
てる
Sid.
ん
I
だって。
was wondering when these guys would show up.
これまで我が社を散々巻き込んできたんだ。そんな面白そうな案件にだけのけ者ってことはないよね。
シド、みんな。
ガーロンドアイアンワークス参上だ。集まった素材を箱舟に組み込む役目、俺たちにも手伝わせてくれ。おっと、もう一つ伝えなきゃならないことがあった。ここに来る前、ウェルリトのガイウスのところに寄ってきてな。ワレンスがアルテマウェポン研究のために溜め込んでたアラグの巻を預かってきた。見たところ少量だが X アダマントが使われてる。ガイウスが暁に対して送れるどんな言葉よりも誠実な謝罪で支援だろうよ。受け取ってやってくれ。
Oh.
私たちはクルルさんから要請を受けてモードナのダラガブ兵へ向かいました。とはいえかの防衛機構を相手取るとなると暁の残存メンバーだけでは厳しいものがある。そこへグリーナーの呼びかけによってイデルシャイアのトレジャーハンターたちが駆けつけてくれたのです。その一団の中には多くのゴブリン族の姿もありました。イデルシャイアを仕切るスローフィクス氏が以前ご息女のラウンドロックスが受けた恩に報いるとして一味を率いてきてくれたのです。アラグの防衛機構対ゴブリン族の機構兵器、爆発やまぬあの熱い戦いを皆さんにもお見せしたかったくらいですよ。
で、お前はどうした？分身とはいえ週末の最中にお前が来たんだ。 野暮用じゃなさそうだな。
まずは君たちにお礼を。ガレマルドに向かった者たちを助けてくれたこと、心より感謝申し上げる。島を離れる決断をしたとはいえ、彼らは大切なラザハンの民だ。救い出された者がいて本当に良かった。加えて君たちは終末に抗うことを諦めていないという。ならばこの星の一員として協力をさせてもらいたい。以前我が父の話をしたのを覚えているだろうか。フソ・ミドガルゾールムは星渡る竜だった。その鱗は生涯の薄いエーテルさえもよく捉え、長く遠くへと渡る力に変えたという。故に君たちが星渡る船を作るというのなら、父の鱗を託してはどうかと考えた。そして血族たちに竜の方向で問うてみたのだ。アジュダヤからはいつものことだが返事がなかった。ティアマットはよしと言った。フレースベルグも彼方からよしと返してくれた。もって父もひとときまどろみから浮き上がり、私に告げた。ではそうするがよいと。だから私は源流の鱗を持ってきた。君たちが望む結末へと踏み出す力として使ってほしい。
竜の鱗を組み込むにあたっては、私たちがサポートをさせてもらうね。五根の霊輪を作った時の経験が活かせると思うんだ。
なんてこった。奇跡でも起きたってのか。改めて見ないと正しいことは言えねえが、これだけの素材があれば 6% の壁なんざたやすく飛び越えられる。それどころかもっと遠い星までだって行けちまいそうだ。できるぞ、最高のエーテル宿退路が。
他ならぬククロ氏がこう言っているのだ。暁は取引の条件を満たしたと認めてやるべきではないかね。
お父様。
お前たちがハイデリンに何を求めているのかはわからない。箱舟をどう使いたいと考えているのかもな。いずれにせよこの局面でそれらに関与することは人の存亡、星の命運を左右するに等しいだろう。多くの命を巻き込むことになる。しくじれば叱責どころで済みやしまい。その責任を負う覚悟はあるのか。
はい。すべての出会いが私の語る世界に中身をくれました。その上で私は世界を救いたいのです。
ならば私も共に背負おう。お前たちがこれからなすことの責任を家族として分かち合わせてほしい。 お前たちが生まれた時、あの小さな手がこの指を握った時に、私は胸が詰まる思いだった。言い知れないほどの愛しさとまばゆい幸せ、それから怒りにも似た激しい決意がこみ上げてきたのだ。私はすでに哲学者議会の一員で終末の予言を知っていた。そんなものにお前たちの未来を奪われたくはなかった。以来、私は月への脱出計画を推し進めてきた。何を切り捨て、誰に疎まれても構わなかった。手遅れになる方がよほど怖かったのだから。唯一捨てられないものがあったとしたら、それは父、ルイゾアだ。父はシャーレアンの使命に対し異なる考え方を持っていた。その考え方を、父自身を、私は大人になるにつれ愚かだと感じるようになっていた。それでもどこかで、あの偉大な人ならば何か革新的なやり方でお前たちを救ってくれるのではと期待していたのだろう。だからお前たちが父と親しくすることをあえて止めはしなかったのだ。しかし父は果てた。家族とは何ら関係のない冬季カルテノーの地で北洋へと飛来した高速艦を引き上げながら、私は再び決意した。自分がお前たちを守らねば。そのために今度こそ障害となる全てを切り捨てようと。たとえそれがお前たち自身の意志であってもだ。お前たちからどれほど憎まれようが、とにかく計画を進め、最後には無理やりにでも連れて行けばいい、そう考えていた。だが浅はかだったな。お前たちは私が思っているよりずっと多くのことを学び、自分たちの足で求める方へと歩き始めていたようだ。私ばかりが守らねばと思っていたが、お前たちはもう守りたいと願う側にいるのだな。
ええ、そうよ。見つけたの。大切なもの、大切な人たち、たくさんのかけがえのないもの。
それを知るまでの道のりは平坦ではなかっただろうに、よくここまで歩いてきたものだ。
全てが無事に終わったらきっとお話ししましょう。私たちが見て聞いて感じて考えたことを。この厳しくも素晴らしい世界のことを。
あら大変。古篠さんは2人からの手紙だってハラハラしちゃって読めなかったのよ。旅のお話なんて聞いたらどうなってしまうのかしら。
アメリアンス。君たちにも度重なる非礼をお詫びせねばならない。率直に言うと、アルヒノとアリゼイが危険を冒すのは暁のせいではないかと考えていた。 特に君のことは。だが二人が多くの出会いを果たし、今ここに大勢が集っているのも君あっての結果なのだろう。ならばどうかこれからも二人のことをよろしく頼む。
じゃあまずはこの場を動かさないとだな。みんな指示を待ってるみたいだぞ。
ひとまず君から一声かけてはくれないか。君を慕ってきている者も多いだろうからね。
Our moment of triumph is close at hand!
Deはこれより順次誘導をさせていただく。皆の尽力に感謝を。そして今しばらくご協力いただきたい。
All right. Things are looking up. Things were looking up before, now they're really looking up now. We've finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineer's capable hands. Meanwhile, Father, it's just an invitation. As was agreed, we will review the means by which Hyland may be contacted. We are to meet him at Aporia when we're ready. Given the vital knowledge she holds, it's just we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the foreign's method of speaking with her is not without risks. I'm curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned. Most those who arrive with the adamantite have offered to stay and see any remaining tasks they need doing. The foreign has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing. Thank you, Totaro. We're off to Aporia then. Okay. Aporia bound we go. Aporia. Cecil, I've already shown the others inside. You'll speak with Claralane. She has the key to the lift and can send you down after me. Going to the big donut! The big donut! The innermost donut. Send me away! Donut bound. From here, we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos and its most closely guarded secret, Thaumasin. It marks the beginning and the end of our efforts, once we delve to seek the audience of the star, and whence we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. Damn. Size of this place. I need a fucking mountain just to get far. Big donut is complete! Fucking hell. Oh. Ooh, that. There's the thing. Look at this. Oh, that's a starship. I bid you welcome to Thaumasin. Direct your attention towards the center and behold the arc over which we have long labored. That's definitely a starship. As you can see, it was designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics may have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. The ether burn, as you know, has been removed for further modification. We shall reattach it soon enough. I have received word that Coco and several of your allies are working on it with intense fervor. They are assured to see it done. 'Twas by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time to speak with Heidelin after they finish. Point taken. Let's move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, a treat with her is not a simple feat. Okay. How hard can it be, right? I've done what I can to impress upon your gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? We make for the lift in the center of this chamber. Come. That is definitely a starship. Look at that. Buh. We gonna dive down in there? I don't know where the fuck that's supposed to be. Is this the last dungeon? As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between the said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, and once more here in Thalazin. No sooner did the form decide to withdraw from Eorza than we began work on the facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before, in search of Heidelin's ever fainter echoes. The audioscope. And you communicate with our through this device. For a time, yes, but since the seventh temple calamity, it has been rare to hear even a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Ashioscope. Even so, I make no guarantee that you'll find her, nor of your safety, not so deep in the ethereal sea. We understand, but if we were to deliver this world, we have no choice but to try. I know. I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. Yet, the Ashioscope's ocular lens by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves at hazard lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths, there are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can even unravel one's soul. If we determine that you are at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we will recall you with teleportation magics. To that end, it will be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remain here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early or too late. Please allow me. I have thought upon this much, and in truth I do not believe I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events of the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstripped my own. This is no time to have a weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much you may wish it were otherwise. If I assist in the manner that Master Four has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust me to do so? I can think of none I trust more. Compared to that effort you put into keeping us alive than while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving to ether on a single expedition ought to oppose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. You flatter me, but rest assured that I will keep a close eye on you all. There is one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace, his memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet, what are these memories? If you think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on the ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hatred or for love. Thus, do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. Alright. What can go wrong, right? This is off to the final dungeon! The Ashioscope.